Hello les amigos, on se retrouve pour une nouvelle vidéo de Genshin Impact. Bon, on part ça, on a plein d'affaires à faire. Tiens.
Whatever it is.
What? Je vais faire pantoute, là.
Exactly it.
Oh, par le bas. Je sais pas de quel côté, mais...
Is there anything I can do for you two? We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him where Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went... Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui? We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Peut-être qu'il est dans le coup avec Child. Ce serait pas surprenant.
Someone needs assistance. You're lying. Someone needs assistance.
You call this cooperation between harbingers?
Oh,
cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities? And oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And...
It's you two.
Je
I believe
savais
we've
qu'il
met
était dans le
once
coup lui
before.
avec.
In the city of Bards, was it? Ah, right. I imagine...
No, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements. And our last battle So it might be best to keep things peaceful.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off.
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a...
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but the real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to... You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so...
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now...
C'est quoi ça?
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait.
Ben
That's an
voyons donc.
exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the...
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract.
Yeah, you don't think you went a
Ben
little bit too
voyons
far
donc.
with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big...
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scene.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know,
C'est un bon punch.
I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. I witnessed the founding of Liyue, together with the Adepti 3,700 years ago. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his work. I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. Indeed I was. The gnosis which I had kept for so many years suddenly seemed to have lost. That's right. Which is why I continued to...
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to...
Of course. And it would have been all too easy for him, too.
Oh, ouais. Mais j'avais raison de m'en méfier. Bon.
Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that you all put on. The Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their years of seclusion. They hardly recognized the city, yet faced with such a crisis, they exerted the greatest amount of restraint. And hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract, Signora. She managed to keep everything she knew in strict confidence, far from the eavesdropping ears of her colleague Child. Just all the while, I carried on as Zhongli, and fulfilled the traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for walking that path with me, traveler. These things were all a part of my script. The only unforeseen plot twist was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue as divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to...
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also...
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me?
Fait que Child était une marionnette depuis le début.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying...
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zappolyarny Palace and...
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat.
Do as you wish.
Je sens qu'elle va être coriace plus tard.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade.
Realistically speaking.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. My contract to end all contracts.
On me tient de leur donner de quoi les attaquer.
As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Je m'attendais quand même pas à ça comme dénouement. Par exemple, c'est très surprenant qu'au final, il est même pas mort. Puis que c'est Zhongli en même temps. Ça l'est pas pire.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now. Someone needs assistance.
Vas-tu réussir? Oui. Il va falloir que je contourne, c'est ça? Ouais. Hop, bon. On est pas là.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this...
forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement.
Vous êtes même pas proche de la vérité.
Oh, well, so Rex Lapis is really... Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think? I don't think... There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty high in rank. I think they called him Child.
Fatui?
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis will...
Hear ye all! Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must gods and adepti live glorious lives. But both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Chising... So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Could the Chising already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? Did Zhongli tell them in secret after... Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting...
J'étais pas du bon bord. Par là.
Look, it's Ningguang and Kuching.
Kuching.
Are they saying...
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an...
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous, but blinded by our...
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our...
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking up...
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient...
So young.
The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes... Name your price.
Whoa.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Ok, il parle genre 3 fois dans le jeu, puis c'est pour... C'est malade. C'est donc ben drôle, ça. pour balancer une vanne en même temps, sinon mes autres.
Perhaps mementos for Rex.
But it seems as if those... Well, that's fine.
Je vais au moins mettre mon personnage principal, ce serait quand même une bonne chose.
There's still a long road.
Ouais, je veux pas le frapper, je veux jaser, mais... Ok...
Roping you...
Fait qu'il assiste à sa propre mort, quoi. Elle est pas pire, ça, là.
And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease? Right. If the two of you can spare the time.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out...
You're right. I do lack the Mora. As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon...
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags, but since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you...
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli. Traveling the streets of Liyue with you. That is true.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Yes, the nation... The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Donc, Inazuma, c'est l'électricité.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
Raiden?
Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the shogun of the Inazuma Bakufu, people call her the Raiden.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense.
Moi, je pense qu'Inazuma, c'est vraiment le DLC qui nous attend pour Noël.
It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma...
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been...
That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of a...
They want to seize visions. But why?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be...
Whoa.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any the fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto heaven. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Yeah, about that. Before the Qixing made their announcement, we listened to a lot of people.
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Qixing from defeating the ancient god.
Child voulait vraiment qu'il se fasse battre.
I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment, browbeating the envoys of the Fatui. Ha! Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him and called for his... All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
That's right. Zhongli, now that you don't have your nose since Morax is dead... Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent? Well,
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy period of time, since creating Mora requires the use of the Geo Arc...
This is terrible! We're all about to run out of...
Yes, this is indeed a major issue from a well, I suppose we'll just leave such troublesome matters to...
Then, did you at least set some private funds aside?
Oh, a private fund. It's a
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I did... All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liu Qixing don't want to face that truth, Kuching is absolutely right in saying this. Now, though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a matter of course that she must have been behind the Qixing's plan, could the original person who brought up the idea of seizing power have... All right then. Was there anything else? That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particularly convenient Adepti art known as... All right then. Well then. I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation.
Un coup de pouce du dessin, un coup de pouce du destin, une mise à jour. Yes. Fait que plus de quête d'argent. Oh, bah attends une minute, il y a des affaires au village, moi, là, que j'ai pas fait.
Are you buying or not?
Bon, on a une coupelle de quêtes du monde en plus, pas pire. Oh, faut que j'aille là-bas pour l'histoire. Hey, ça fait un bout qu'on est allé à Mondstadt dans l'histoire. On va aller voir ça.
Hey, look over there! She's all by herself because she's acting as if she's talking and laughing with somebody else. What? So is this an invisible friend? Oh, you must mean so, this imaginary friend. Seriously? So, imaginary... Oh, Paimon was looking forward to meeting yours. No, because they have this game in Liyue. Have you heard of it? It's a 4-player game, but it seems you...
Oh, Traveler. Fancy meeting you here.
Tone-deaf bard.
I'm here because Lisa has been making some
Why does the thought of Lisa's
Come now, that's no way to speak about the... For this particular contraption, Lisa had to import some...
dangerous?
I know, right? Apparently, though, it's called... Sadly, Lisa isn't able to use it herself, so I'm borrowing it for a while.
Huh? What?
Perhaps it's because she lacks a certain childlike sense of wonder. Or maybe there's some other reason for it. If you want to know for sure, just ask her yourself sometime.
So, you can see them? Go on, tell us!
Anyway, it's all yours now, Traveler. Take a look. See if you can see Nora's...
What?
Do you see him?
Ben voyons donc.
So it does work for you too.
Paimon wants to see? Wait, alright then. You'll just have to be Paimon's eyes on the ground.
Okay.
Flora from the flower shop always seems kinda floaty-headed, you know?
Ah, mais attends une minute, je pense que c'est la quête de... Non? C'est-tu la quête de Venti, ça?
Paimon bets she has...
Bon, pas encore ce qu'il nous faut. C'est ça? Ben oui, c'est celle-là. C'est celle-là. Après ça, c'est Mona, puis... Oh, Child au niveau 40. Nice. Oh. Elle est où, Flora? Ah oui, c'est elle qui vend les fleurs, évidemment.
There it is! Behold...
Wait, imaginary friends can be plants now?
Hi, Traveler. Hi, Bard. Sure, how can I help? Mr. Floaty is my bestest friend. Say hello, Mr. Floaty.
No fair.
Flora, why exactly are you...
What's wrong with it? I always want...
Friends with a flying plant?
Because then when it's windy, you and...
Isn't that called being blown away?
That's what some people like. I only found out this plant existed from an explorer who told me... I think his name was... Stanley's, and you could tell he's an expert at it from The Amazing Adventures of Stanley, or he's in the city at the moment. You should go ask him to tell you some...
That sounds like a fun idea for next time. But, right now we have other things to attend.
Faut aller voir ta main.
Mysterious kid.
Faut aller voir ta main sur le pont.
Which child shall we interrogate next?
C'est encore surprenant qu'il est là. Hein? Lui pis tous ses oiseaux. Ah. Bon, je vais faire de quoi de pas fin.
Outrider Amber, reporting.
Bon, je l'ai pas réussi. Ah, j'en ai un. Non! Ma vol... What? Tu me niaises?
No! Well, Tammy's imaginary friend is a... Paimon's freaking out right now.
Let's say...
Huh? Paimon has a favorite line? Serious? How about we explore the area ahead of us? Children are more open-minded. Is that why they can think up all kinds of...
Fait que Tammy parle le gardien des ruines, c'est bon signe ça.
Bet you can't keep up.
Oh.
The thing about wine is, you have to drink it at the tavern, or you miss out on half.
Seems to me you'd find some way of keeping your...
If I didn't know any...
Just drink responsibly on my
Oh, and if I did have one too many, what then? You'd throw me out along...
Throw you out?
You know, the same way you threw out Father's legacy. You sold off his mansion. Or maybe you've forgotten.
T'es pas en train de me dire que c'est des frères?
I see no reason to cling to things that have outlived their purpose.
Is that so? Then I trust you.
Sorry. I have no recollection.
That's odd. Because Master Diluc definitely has a...
Seems our suspicions were right. Grown-ups don't appear to have imaginary friends.
Like I said, a lack of childlike wonder.
So people just stop dreaming when they grow up?
This raises an interesting question. At what age... Let's go and check.
T'es-tu vraiment en train de me dire que Kaya pis Deluxe, c'est des
How
frères?
about Ellen? Someone of her age surely must have some imagination left, don't you think?
Ça expliquerait bien gros leur rivalité aussi.
Somehow, Paimon finds the idea of not being able to see Ellen's imaginary friend kinda scary.
Ça a pas marché mon affaire. Je sais pas pourquoi je perds mon temps de même, j'ai juste à me téléporter. Bon. Son ami imaginaire, c'est Jean.
Jean? Is Master Jean Ellen's imaginary friend? So she's so determined to become a knight?
Huh? Oh, hello. What are you...
Are you always training?
You bet. Today, I heard Stanley talking about his adventures. Oh, I hope I can be as outstanding as him.
So that you can fight shoulder to shoulder with Master Jean?
I mean, obviously, I want to become a knight.
Seems Ellen really looks...
Huh. I was thinking, it's not every day I get to hang out with... Huh. How can I smash all these training dummies at once?
Windblade!
Leave it all to me. Shame. Didn't make... Oh. How can I smash all these training dummies at once?
Hein? D'un seul coup?
Shame. Didn't make... How can I smash all all these training dummies at once.
Comme ça, logiquement.
All these training dummies at once. Shame. Didn't make...
Ben, je veux bien, mais tu veux que je
all these
fasse ça
training
comment?
dummies at once?
Je me mets au centre.
So that's how to do
Oh,
it.
nice.
I'm impressed. Oh, thank you.
So modest.
Well,
Ellen, she's our...
thanks. Shoot, I got...
Moi qui
but
pensais
I'm
qu'elle allait me
so
battre
sore
contre
from
les
training. Honorary Knight, could you deliver a message? He's a friend of mine. We were gonna meet up tonight and discuss adventure plan. If I'm not mistaken, you should find him at the Temple of the Lion. Stanley's a truly legendary adventure. Great!
C'est bien là qu'on va voir ce fameux Stanley-là. Faut que je rentre au compte du gars. Hein? C'est donc bien hot, ça.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
The Temple of the Lion? We explored this place once before, didn't we?
Ouais, puis ça fait une couple de semaines.
Incident.
Wouldn't glide any
Seems like
faster.
it's now a hot spot for adventurers. That can only mean one thing. Looks like we can't go any further.
Not to worry. Allow me.
We didn't babble the loot last time!
Those
Oh,
who
nice.
wander in the dust, the wind shall send soaring sky high. Brace yourself. Yahoo!
This will be frozen cool.
Think you can get away?
Oh, wow.
Brace yourself. Let it rip. Let's play.
Keep that! With the wind!
Think you can get away? Brace yourself.
Ok, il y a moyen de faire de quoi de pas pire avec Venti. On va se l'avouer. Déjà qu'il peut générer lui-même des courants d'air. Puis il tire 3 flèches en plus.
Are those guys...
Brace yourself. Go, go. There. for takeoff. Let's play. Yeah. 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 Ha, ha.
Freeze! What's the hurry? I was so sure I was about to die.
To be fair, Vec. So, you must be Jack.
Yes. Who are you?
Actually, Ellen has a message for you. She said she won't be able to join you today to plan out your next adventure together.
Oh, I see. I feel bad you had to come all this...
Huh? I don't see what all the fuss is about. It was nothing that I...
Whoa! You are Stanley? You were that...
The very same.
I must say, well then, how would everyone like to proceed? Head back?
Well, I think you're not. In which case, why head back now?
Okay, motion passed by unanimous consent.
Stanley, ouais, quelque chose me dit qu'il est pas...
I'm guessing you mostly came here because you want to hear my adventure stories. Am I right?
No, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Well, your attitude says you don't got that. I am Stanley, a living legend. Stanley who braved the Magivari.
C'est juste moi qui entends Stanley quand il dit des affaires de Marvel.
Every time you open your mouth.
It's true, though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Well, Jack will listen, won't you? Where was I?
You and your partner reached the Merjavari, a famously terrifying place with not a wisp of wind.
Precisely! There was a deathly silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before us, as far as the eye could see. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool whipped up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow! So, did he make it?
Sadly, how long was it? But the gentle breeze carried away the tears welling up in my eyes.
That poor guy. How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a great adventurer.
I taste blood. I know. Because an adventurer's proudest achievement is to die in the course of the final adventure.
Ça va faire la job.
But whatever happens, no adventurer should ever die in a place where the wind doesn't blow. The wind has to bring your spirit back to Mondstadt.
That's right. To die in a place where the wind blows, and to have your spirit carried back to Mondstadt in the wind, that's
Yeah. Although, the most I can aspire to right now is beginner's commissions, like clearing out the slimes clogging up the sewers.
You shouldn't die in a place with no wind. Why do they keep going on about that? Is that why Stanley thinks the Merjavari is the most terrifying place in the world? Because there's no wind there?
Here we go. No escape.
Freeze! What's the...
Yahoo! Yeah! Here we go!
Good.
Traveler, I believe I've made a Could I ask you to use the Nernama detector?
Wow. Fait qu'idolâtre un personnage qui n'existe pas, dans le fond, c'est carrément ça.
What? Stanley has an imaginary...
It seems his imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior, covered in scars from head to foot, and a look of staunch determination on his face. You're saying his imaginary friend is an idealized version of his own self? Interesting idea.
Please excuse me.
Bye, Stanley. Do you two still have time?
What is it?
A few days ago, Stanley got drunk and told me a secret. Something he's never... The weapons he took on his adventure all those years ago. They were none other than those once wielded by Mondstadt's greatest I don't know whether you believe me, but apparently, since you guys are the experts at this, can you come with me to try and retrieve these two legendary... I don't know. Outstanding individuals. If I can just get a hold of something impressive enough to show my family what I'm capable of, maybe they'll finally... Right now, I'm just a rookie. So, what do you say? I can't bring myself to tell Stanley about it, because my reasons are so... selfish.
Aw, poor Jack. Venti, you come...
Oh, one other thing. I have a bottle of rare vintage wine.
Dada Gorge, was it?
Quand il est question de vin, hein? Mais c'est des menteries. Ou bien c'est vraiment vrai, puis c'est l'autre qui veut qu'on y récupère ses armes, qui ne sont pas à lui, en fait. Ça ressemblerait... Ça serait bien logique, ça. Que le gars, il se serve de nous autres pour qu'on aille à sa place pour aller chercher les armes. Ok, on est quand même pas loin.
I will protect you. That bunch of hill churls. Are they holding some kind of ceremony? And what's with that pile of knickknacks? Are they worshipping them?
Seems so. That must be the Sword of Brilliant Valor, surely.
Time to clean up. Steady as stone. Someone needs assistance.
Hello?
Are you sure? Looks kind of basic to... Why would hilly churls be bowing down?
Seems somebody tossed an old sword into a...
This is in terrible shape, and it's...
Say, Jack, have you ever seen an anemo crystal fly? If you saw one in broad daylight, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. But in the pitch blackness, is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless. Fades into the background.
You're right.
So, let's scout around. It's definitely in...
There's somebody there.
Stanley? What?
He's acting...
What happened? Why did you stop all of a sudden?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Just one of those...
What? Where?
Maybe another time.
Someone needs assistance. Oh, I'll catch up. I'll catch up.
Lo and behold.
Liar, liar! A chunk of scrap wood with the handle...
There's also wine stains on it.
And yet, my bard's intuition tells me that this is none other than the shield. Warriors wear their battle scars with pride, and shields are no different. Surely an intact shield is one that has shied away from the battlefield. Is not the though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end, till they have no...
You do have a point. Shiny new shields don't stay... Okay then. Well, maybe... Ahem. Well, okay. You take it from here. Hope you picked up some hilly churly...
Oh.
Uh-oh. He did not seem to have...
Snowman Rose.
Seems cheerful enough. Maybe...
Je l'ai fâché.
Uh-oh. He didn't...
Okay.
Oh no. Leave it all to me.
Pas scraper.
Disappear!
Bye-bye.
Hey! He dropped the shield of magnificent honor and...
Okay.
Guys, thank you so much. Mom, Dad, check out the legendary weapons I've...
Hey, what? The wine, you promised! What are you...
Hey!
Coucou!
What are you doing here, Bard?
Je te cachais en arrière de l'arbre.
That's right. An after-dinner stroll, to be precise. We were also...
I'm starting to think Stanley might be... Did Stanley plant the sword and shield here in advance so...
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Dada Gorge. You fought battles here before, after all.
You better believe it.
Wow. Then I admire your perseverance.
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer like me. I'll get back to...
Guilty conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so carried away. But although, on further reflection, someone who can't let go of the past and gives up... I wonder if such a person was forced to take...
What are you talking...
Anyway, I propose we take a trip to...
Yes, niveau 37. Yes.
La da 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 da.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin de Ver...
Là, on va changer là. On va avancer l'heure.
Tell me, Stan. Tell me...
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own name? Could there be another person?
Oh, Stan, it should have been me. I should have been the one that died in the Melchivari that day. Why won't you speak?
C'était un de ses amis,
If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that. You were a renowned adventurer, destined to become a legend.
Does anyone get what's going on?
I think our friend really did make it to the Merjavar, but the real adventurer, the real Stanley is the one who died to save our Stanley.
Wait, so the only reason our Stanley is called Stanley in the first...
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt will forget all about you. So I tell you adventure stories that Mondstadt must remember. Stanley reached the center of the Merjavari. He's the greatest adventurer there ever was. Stanley will never die, because I am Stanley. I'm sorry, Stanley. Are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Yikes!
C'était pas très subtil non plus.
Go away. Say,
But...
leave now.
Honorary Knight, Venti, and Paimon. I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find the sword and... Yeah, really. They even said they're gonna pay for someone to fix up the Sword of Brilliant Valor and Shield of Magnificent Honor.
That's wonderful.
En même temps, il donne de l'espoir aux gens,
Is
fait
this
que
the
tu peux
part
comme
where
pas
you
y en
bid farewell to
vouloir.
Mondstadt and set off on your intrepid...
No, not yet. I still don't have what it takes to go too far from... Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. Stanley, we'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wears off. Maybe you can...
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think?
Jack.
Jack left.
Oh, I see.
Huh? All of a sudden you're facing the fact?
Just now, I couldn't bear to look at him. Just a weary old feckless fraud.
You're not a total fraud. Stanley's adventures...
Stories? To be honest, my memories of adventuring and of Stanley. That's my biggest secret of all. All these years, I've been living to tell his story. But but the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit can never be recovered.
Exactly. Even in his memory, the real... Instead, He's become fixed on the image of him as that battle-scarred warrior.
I'm too old. I never let go. I'm completely... No adventurer should have to go that way.
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? The wind. I can hear the wind blowing in the Mare Javari.
Wow.
I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
Wow.
I can't believe it. Thank you all. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me some time to come, but I think that I'm gonna be okay.
Ah, wonderful! Stanley reconnected with his true self and this calls for a celebration. And by celebration,
And by libation, you mean you're not leaving this tavern till you...
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still owes me some wine, though. I'll head off to fetch the wine. See you shortly. Let's meet at the usual place.
Huh? Where's that supposed to be? Why has Paimon never heard...
Mais c'est quoi l'endroit habituel? Ah, ça doit être sur le top. Ça doit être là. C'est pas sur le top. Ok. Quoi? Après tout ça, finalement, j'ai essayé à 2 reprises de monter cette statue-là en vain. Ça servait tout le temps à rien. Et finalement, ça va enfin servir à quelque chose. Je peux pas croire. Ben oui, toi. Wow. Ça, c'est hot.
You made it.
Just tell us where you meet next time.
Yep. Well, when actually it's just a the first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of the Seven. At that time, Old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant, who sealed off the city's perimeter with a ferocious hurricane.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nowadays it's no...
That's right. The tyrant of the winds who once ruled from that tower. Back then, I was but a wisp among the 1,000 winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind. A gentle breeze bringing subtle change.
A tiny elemental being? Without a human form?
Yep. My current form is not so different from the situation with fake Stanley.
Oh, ouais,
In
c'est
Old
donc bien.
Mondstadt transpired the story to be told, where a tyrant ruled. I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky. He was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar, were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised than the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom. And we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down. And since then never has another worn its crown.
Wow, quel raconteur.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Il est mort, j'imagine.
Say, Paimon, do you wish to...
Yes, of course! The suspense is killing Paimon! But Venti's telling his story!
Getting a little... You know, you're so smart it almost... But then, maybe it's right that true friends can... A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze... Moments like this, I'll look back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.
Wow, mais quelle quête d'histoire, c'était donc ben hot. Sérieux, les quêtes d'histoire sont vraiment excellentes. Faut l'avouer, là. Bon, on va faire nos petites missions du jour, puis on va finir ça aujourd'hui, puisqu'on a quand même joué pas pire. Je pense pas que j'ai de quoi y donner, non, c'est ça.
I taste blood.
Elles sont quand même au niveau.
Time to clean up. should.
Dodge this! Take that! Disappear! Freeze!
Une bonne chose de fait. On va aller par là. Oh. Comme il y a donc bien du stock là.
I must leave no stone unturned.
What's the hurry?
Faut que j'aille où, moi? Ah bon, ça tombe-tu bien?
Here are my wishes. Getting quite busy.
Guess
recently.
I'll post an expedition at the adventure.
Et évidemment, c'est à l'autre bout du monde.
Dodge this!
Perfecto.
Add astro.
Nice.
Add astra. Add astra.
On est à 5 sur 6. C'est donc bien hot. On va être à veille de l'avoir, Bennett. Il en manque pas gros. Si on en a pas assez. Bon, ben c'est tout pour ce soir, les amigos. Merci d'avoir regardé cette vidéo. Si vous avez apprécié, vous pouvez me suivre sur Twitch ou encore vous abonner sur YouTube. Ben, en fait, vous pouvez faire les deux aussi. Et nous, on se dit à la prochaine pour une vidéo de Genshin Impact. Bye bye.